Thank you for watching today. This is Kinnear. Welcome to another Starfield New Game Plus video. After the May beta update, a subscriber asked, can we put a bed on the Starborn Guardian? The answer is yes, but why stop there? In this video, we'll tour my decorated Starborn Guardian, introduce the non-Constellation crew, and discuss using this ship for New Game Plus compared to something larger like a Claymore 3. So let's get started. So here we are, docked on the planet Nesoi at the Smuggler's Cove base that I built during the startup series. We're going to go on up to the captain's lounge here. This is my living room. I've put some mannequins. There's a crew member, Eric Von Price, leaning against the wall. Even if you put furniture up against that wall, crew members will lean there and they'll be inside the furniture, which is kind of odd, but it is what it is. Upstairs, we have a small bedroom just for the captain. There's a nice space for the bed, some tables. You can furnish this and make it look a little like home. And then on the ledge here, I have put a small table with some bar stools overlooking the bridge. And because we have a shorefront outpost here, overlooking the shore. A very nice view. Captain's locker is in the background there. Below the bedroom is the captain's ready room or office. Just put a desk in here with a screen, a bounty kiosk, and a few other items. And we'll return to the bridge area. I have put control stations along the back walls. They're curved walls, a little tricky to get them to fit, but they look okay. Some cabinets and some nice models of ships just for decoration. On the left-hand side of the bridge, I built a workshop. Just for your three basic workbenches at this point in time: industrial workbench, spacesuit bench, and weapons bench. And that's right next to the primary storage. And we have a really great view on this side of the ship.
Hey, Cap.
Hey, Jessamine. And we'll come up to the crew sleeping area. Just put two sets of bunk beds up here and some storage. And they have an overlook with a table, a place to eat, play cards, a drink machine, and a coffee machine. So I had one room left, and I thought, well, now I have crew, we might as well put a bathroom in. Not very private, but then again, what kind of privacy do you get on a spaceship? So that's essentially the spaceship makeover. Since we can't modify the ship itself, this doesn't change the combat posture or cargo capacity. We do have this nice glowing decorator button behind the pilot's seat. And we have 5 crew slots, so we can mix and match crew if there's something we need to add as a skill. We look at the ship as a whole. This is my crew. I have Betty Hauser, Eric Von Price, Jessamine Griffin, Marika Boros, and Omari Hassan. I have more crew members, but I can only hold 5 on this ship. Those are the ones that I usually pick up early in a New Game Plus cycle. So if you've watched my earlier videos, you may have noticed that I use the Claymore 3 as my primary ship. I like it because I can add weapons, shielding, storage capacity, and a workshop. It's essentially a mobile outpost for me. With that ship, the way I like to outfit it, I can handle all the fights in the Crimson Fleet questline, certainly at Masada as well, and get to the Unity. So one of the things I noticed as I was starting to work on this Starborn Guardian and decorate it was I would switch to it as my home ship, and it would immediately be over the capacity of the ship. I think I had close to 8,000 kilograms of garbage in my other ships. Well, it's not really garbage. It's weapons, it's raw materials, it's all good stuff, and I don't really want to throw it away. So if I'm going to use a Starborn Guardian, or at least if I'm going to explore that as an option, I have to have a different storage solution. Now I can think of 2 ways to do this, maybe you can think of more, but the first and easiest method is just to go to the lodge and use the infinite storage box. I'm playing in New Game Plus in an alternate universe, and as it turns out, I don't really go to the lodge that often, and I'm not comfortable with the distance between the lodge and the starport, so moving materials back and forth hasn't been the kind of thing that I enjoy in the game. This is of course one of the reasons I end up building ships with a lot of storage capacity. My second option is to build an outpost that will essentially be a storage depot for me, and I've done that before in previous iterations of New Game Plus and in my original playthrough. I won't go through all the details here, but it's no different than setting up a base on Androfan or some other location, and one of the first things you have to do is find core materials, aluminum, and iron. In this case, I decided to use Leviathan 4 in the Leviathan system as my base. It has aluminum, iron, and copper. I did search for a location that had all 3, but I couldn't find all 3 in the same place, so I settled for 2 small outposts, one for aluminum and the other for iron and copper. The one we're looking at here is the one for iron and copper. I did choose to build an outpost on Titan. I probably could have purchased the titanium needed to build warehouses for manufactured goods, but I had the materials on hand, so by the end I built 3 small outposts. On the planet Leviathan, I did set up one cargo link between 2 outposts on the same planet. That's what's running here in the background. That link brings aluminum to this location, so I can build adaptive frames, so I can build storage boxes. From there I built about 18 large storage containers and 13 warehouse containers, and then a couple gas and liquid containers. This is in addition to the 6 large storage containers that I had already built for the mining and extraction operation. But in the end, I was able to store all the raw materials and items that I wanted to keep here at the base. I did build some containers as well, and I put some higher quality armor and weapons in those, legendaries, rares, and a few epics, and then I sold everything else off. Eventually, I was able to get the Starborn Guardian down below 300 kilograms of cargo. That's a very workable position. So will I try to stay with the Starborn Guardian? Certainly not in this particular New Game Plus iteration. I'm pretty close to done. I could build the Unity at any time I want to and go through, and I'm going to lose everything anyway. This is really more of an experiment to see if in the next New Game Plus iteration, I could try to use the Starborn Guardian going forward. And I think I could. All I would really need to do is adopt a slightly different strategy, which is to use the Starborn Guardian, to set it up the way I've set it up here with a bed and other things that I need on board, and then to set up a small storage outpost system, which isn't too difficult and doesn't take very long. So there you have it, a very long answer to the question, can you install a single bed on the Starborn Guardian? I should probably think about how I answer questions in the future. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. Remember, don't be afraid of the storms. We're all just learning to sail our own ships. As we do, those who are the happiest are those who do the most for others. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and get notifications. This is Kinnear, and I'm out of here.